Hey everyone, it is fairly early on Friday morning. It's my day off. I'm on holidays now for Christmas, and as usual, I booked probably way too much stuff for my first day off. I am going to get my hair cut later this afternoon. I thought what I would try and do is maybe get a few errands done in the morning before it gets too crowded. I do not do well with crowds. I don't enjoy crowds. I never have, even before the pandemic, but now I definitely don't want to be anywhere near crowds. So I'm hoping to get a few things done before it gets too busy. It's sunny and bright, but somehow there are still some flakes of snow falling down, which could be a problem. There's no snow on the ground really, except for some patches in the shadows, some patches of snow in the shadows. So I have my running shoes on because I'm more comfortable running errands in my running shoes, and I thought, why wear winter boots if I don't need to? But now I'm questioning my decision as I see a few scattered flakes falling. We'll see how I make out. I better get going, but I will check in with you later. First stop, Michael's craft store. Not looking too busy. I'm going to try to get in and out. My next stop is Chapters. I expect it to be quite a bit busier in there, but they're just opening now. So again, I'm going to try to get in and out. In there, picked up a few things I wasn't intending to pick up, but I needed a few more stocking stuffers, and I was able to grab those. Grabbed a couple things for myself, which were not on my list. They had a sign behind the cash that said 9 more days till Christmas, and honestly that kind of freaked me out. Anyways, I have one more place to go, and it shouldn't be too busy, but I am not going to, I'm going to go the long way around instead of going back by Costco, because they've already got police officers out there directing traffic for the Christmas shoppers, and I don't even want to try to get in that mess. So I'm going to take the long way around.
everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. My daughter had some friends sleep over last night, just a few girlfriends. They still like to do that. You know, when girls turn 16, 17, 18 years old, they kind of straddle the line between still being a child and turning into young ladies, and it's so wonderful to see these girls grow up and become the people that they are becoming. They're all lovely girls that my daughter hangs around with, and I'm just pleased that she has such nice friends. Anyways, they did sleep over last night. It's kind of funny because I think kids have changed so much in terms of, well, I don't know how to explain it, but just as an example, when I was my daughter's age 17, if I had friends that came over, I would open a bag of Doritos and that would be our snack. And when my daughter's friends came over last night, they had charcuterie board. My daughter did a beautiful job on it. She did a really nice job, but I guess they're just, kids these days maybe are a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more confident, I hope. Oh, and more good news, my daughter also got an email today saying that she was accepted into all 3 programs that she applied to. So she applied to 3 post-secondary programs to go to after high school, and she has received early admission on all 3 programs. I'm super proud of her, and to even highlight her achievement more, I'm just gonna brag right now as a proud mama. She did attend school in French, and we don't speak French in the home. So my husband went to grade school in French. He comes from a French background, which allowed my daughter then to attend school in French as well, which I think was, I'm really, like, looking back, I think it was, I'm happy with that decision that we made to put her in French. I actually had put, when I went back to work after taking my parental leave, I had put her in a full French daycare, which was right in the French school that she would be attending. So from 18 months on, she was just totally immersed in the French environment. So when she went into JK, or junior kindergarten is what we have here in Canada, at 4, she already could speak French, and was very comfortable in the school because she had been going to the daycare at the school already. So she's been attending school in full French, not a French immersion program, but an actual full French right from day 1. And so she will also be attending her post-secondary in French, which will give her complete knowledge of the 2 languages, English and French. And my feeling is that if you do learn at least one other language as you're growing up, I think it makes it easier for your brain to absorb other languages, potentially makes it a little bit easier to understand. She's home, which is why Molly just ran over to greet her. Anyways, that was some good news that we received today that I'm happy to share with you. I think I started by saying that she had some friends sleep over, and after opening the Advent, I will put some footage in of the breakfast that I made for them. My daughter is certainly old enough at 17 to make her own breakfast, and she's definitely old enough to make her own pancakes, but the girls were socializing in the morning, hanging out, and she asked if I would make them pancakes, and so I decided yes, I would do that, as there probably won't be too many more opportunities in the near future to do that for her and her friends. So I will insert that footage. Let's move on to the advent calendars, and then I have some mail to share with you again today. So this is a shower gel. I like to smell them. Oh, that smells nice. Actually, that smells like it could be for a man or a woman. Very nice. Very nice. I just mean it's not perfumey. It's more fresh smelling. It's nice. Okay, opening my yarn advent from Sweet Nesting. Oops. I don't know. I'm going to show you this again, which was the one from yesterday, just to show you again in case you couldn't really see it in the low light. Very nice. As I mentioned, if you paired this with another yarn and knit it into a hat or something, I think it would be really nice. I'm not sure if there's enough to do that, but ooh. So there's some, I would say, like neon pastels. Very pretty. That's really nice. I shall open another one. Ooh, that's interesting. Got a lot of like mocha colors, like coffee, all different shades of browns. That's beautiful. Very rich. Really nice. And I think I'm going to look at twice sheared sheep next. Day 17. Right at the top. Holy. Oh, okay. So, oh, this is so good. So as I've been opening these, I've been receiving a lot of row counters, and I thought, well, that's a lot of row counters, but they're in different sizes. So now I'm cluing in. So this would be, so you can see all the numbers in between. So this would be to count your rows if you're using like quite large needles. Oh, that's just fabulous. I'm going to be so outfitted for all the different size needles. It's so nice. I love that. So today's an odd numbered day. So I'm going to be opening a Rose Hill yarn. Oh, you know what? I think I opened number 9 already, and I should have opened number 8. That's okay. So today we'll open number 8. Did it a little bit out of order. Oh. So I don't know. So this is called Pistachio Cookie, and this is like the exact color I think of when I think of pistachio. It's a beautiful light minty green. Just gorgeous. I love that. Very Christmassy. Oh, so beautiful. Okay. So last but not least, I am going to open my package from Katie Green. So I don't know how many of you watch the Katie Green Bean podcast on YouTube. It's if you don't, or you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend you look it up. Her podcasts are beautiful. She does knitting. She's a knitwear designer. but she also does sewing, and she's an artist and illustrator, so she incorporates that. And she's got this really cute little dog named Jack that is in her videos. So she does insert footage of she and Jack around the English countryside taking walks. It's a really, really great podcast, and I like to, it's not as frequent, maybe it comes up maybe once a month. I'm not sure of the exact frequency, but I always like to watch it when I do see it come up. I really enjoy it. So recently, Katie had designed a sweater. I would say it's quite a whimsical sweater. And she included a little handwritten note. So sweet. So you can see there's her logo for the Green Bean podcast, and she wrote, "Dear Pamela, thank you so much for your order. I hope you love these goodies. With warm wishes, Katie." And what's really wonderful is there's a picture, her illustration of Jack, and she walking. So she's so talented. She's just super talented. Oh, and she wrapped everything up so nice. So the first thing to share, which is actually, yeah, I'll share this first. I'm the most excited by this. So Katie Green designed a very whimsical sweater. It's called the Fairy Ring, and it has a color work yoke that has mushrooms along the top, and they're done in a very whimsical design. And Katie designed and drew and illustrated the pattern for this. So I really felt like you can just download the electronic copy, and that's what I usually do with patterns. But for this one, because she was the illustrator of the pattern, I felt like I really wanted to have a copy of her illustrations. So it's actually printed on like really nice heavy paper, and it's got the color work charts inside. So, and I believe you can knit this as either, now I could be wrong, but I thought you could knit this as either a sweater or a cardigan, either way. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to knit it as a sweater or a cardigan, but I did go ahead and order this beautiful ribbon. So in case I want to steek the sweater into a cardigan, you have then some raw edges on the inside of the button band, it's nice to put a beautiful ribbon to cover those raw edges. And Katie actually designs and illustrates ribbon as well. She has an Etsy shop where I selected all of these items, and if you can see, she's got these beautiful, yes, I wanted to make sure it was the right side up. She's got these beautiful whimsical characters, and there's mushrooms, squirrels, owls, bunnies, just so sweet. And I thought it would be the perfect ribbon to use on the inside edge of that sweater. But then I also saw this one, which has all these different kinds of sheep, which she also illustrated, and I thought, just in case I knit other sweaters that needed to be steeked, it'd be nice if I had some additional ribbon. So I ordered that. I also got these little carved leaf stitch markers, and I hope you can see that. They're really sweet, very autumnal. I just thought they were really nice. And last but not least, I
have a knitting journal where I like to write down all of the information for my projects. And I thought it would just be nice to have some of Katie's washi tape to highlight some of my journaling in that knitting book. So I have in 3 different colors. So in cream, mustard, and black, I have washi tape with her illustrations of sheep. I just thought that would be nice to put in my knitting journal. So I got that as well. So that was fun to get. It's like a little Christmas present to myself. So I'm not sure when I will be knitting that fairy ring sweater. I think it's gorgeous. I have a couple other things in the queue, so I'll have to move it into the queue and figure out when I am going to knit that. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will chat again tomorrow.